Welcome back. Today's plan was simple, until the Emerald Gate exploded and set the base on fire. After cleaning up that mess, we meet our new neighbours, duplicate some villagers, and start a totally ethical labour camp. Let's get into it. So since the last episode, I've been doing some resource gathering. I've also been sprucing up the base a bit, literally, because I've been using spruce planks, and spending a bit of time just trying to make the room look a bit better. This is my storage area and sort of crafting room. I guess this is temporary for the moment because we're going to have loads of machines at some point. I've got this water trough here as an infinite water source. Something that people may not know is that stairs can actually function as an infinite water source. If I extract a bucket from here, it actually fills in. I didn't know that until recently. Over here, I've expanded the wood farm, so I've got one of each of the saplings. For decoration purposes, I can use any of the wood. And also, obviously, I've got loads of wood for crafting. So, what's on the cards for this episode? We need to continue our getting started. What we need to do is use that dreadful dirt, spawn in some zombie villagers, and then grab one and try and heal it. Still learning to navigate this place. Where's my storage area? So where's the dreadful dirt? Where'd I put that? Dreadful dirt. Okay, so I just need to put that into a dark room, and then that will start to spawn mobs. Let's do it over here. So maybe I'll carve out an area and then figure out how I'm going to place the dreadful dirt so I can spawn some mobs and then rescue the villager somehow. So how does the ender lead work? Can capture and move most entities. I wonder, I've only got 16 durability on it, so I can't do too much with it. Well, being an ender lead, maybe that means it teleports it. Maybe if I build the dreadful dirt area, then I can just reach in and teleport him out. Not sure. Then the plan is to drag him all the way to the healing spring. But then what do we need to do? So let's check that quest. So once you've cured a villager, the Echo of Guidance knows of a tool you can craft that can harness. Okay, well, let's get to it. Well, I've carved out an area. And as you can see, it is pretty dark in here if I put the torch away. So if you hit F7, you can actually get up a display that will show you the light level. In these sections here that are red, it means that the light level is low enough that hostile mobs can spawn. So I guess that meets the requirements. And I've set up a little gate here and hopefully nothing can escape through there. Guess I'll just place the dreadful dirt and see what happens. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay, so of course the first thing that spawns is something that can actually fight me at range. Okay, maybe I'll just do that for now. I just realized I don't actually have a weapon. I've got an axe. That's not going to work very well. Maybe I should make a sword. A sword would have sweeping edge, and that might hit mobs near it. Maybe the axe is the right one to use for now. So I'm going to have to somehow kill this thing. Oh! This is not going to go well, is it? Oh, it got me. This is already not going great. I just need to get one single zombie villager. Set up a way so it's got line of sight to my area here so they can... skeletons can shoot me as well. What am I doing? Let's have a think about this. Can we make lava? How do we make lava? Oh, what's that? That sounds like a zombie villager. I need to somehow kill the witch, but not the other guy. Okay, this is a bit of a nightmare. Alright, let's try the ender lead, see what we can do with that. Ah, there we go. So that does work. Okay, so I should be able to run over to the healing spring and just drop him in. I think that's how it works. Oh, there we go. Cool. Now I just need to sort of stay away from him while he converts. Oh, there we go. That was easier than I thought in the end. Done. Villager, Echo of Guidance, knows of a tool. Use the bot engine. So does that mean... Where is he? The heck? Where'd he go? Up here. Has he become a something? Oh, he's a fisherman. I don't know if that's a problem. I should be able to teleport him now. Again. There we go. Go back to the base and place him somewhere safe until I figure out how to do the next bit. Just place him in here. Okay, so I need to make something called an echo encoder. To do that, we need an amethyst resonance charm and an iron stick. We need to craft it in the world engine. So an iron stick is just stick and a bit of iron on the end. So that's easy. Okay, and now to make the resonance charm, we're going to need some leather and an amethyst shard. Do I have any leather at all? One piece. Can I get some cows or something like that? I think I saw something in the shop. Gate Pearl, Gateway of the Emerald Grove, Gateways to Eternity, key rewards, 6 cows, 6 chickens, 6 sheep, 6 pigs, 6 rabbits. I mean, could that work? Because I need a few cows. 4 waves, 5 zombies. What's that mean? Explosion of radius 2. I don't know how that works, but maybe I'll go back to my base and try it. Where can I do this? In that hallway? No. Give myself a bit more room, I guess. Maybe I should make a shield. Feeling a little bit more protected now. All right, let's try activating this over here, see what happens. All right, what's this do? No, it needs actually space to do it. Somewhere in here. Okay, I might have made a mistake doing that. That seems like a mistake. Hang on. Oh, this is kind of working. As long as I've got some room to maneuver. Okay, that worked. Oh, spiders, okay. I should have changed to the other. Oh no, that's bad. Oh no. That's not good. Oh, I've got to go through the portal now, don't I? Because I don't have any of my gear. What am I doing? I could have made some armor. Didn't see it mentioning spiders in that list. Should have made a sword. That was just pathetic. All right. Oh no. Oh, this is terrible. This actually works out all right. I was going to have to punch them though. That's kind of annoying. This is only wave 2 of 4. Oh, jeez. What have I done to myself? Gotta get my stuff back quick. So I guess that's their base now. Hang on, let's think about this. I've got the equipment here to make a sword. Let's do some crafting on the go here quickly. All right, let's do it. I think they're despawning because they're getting too far away from it. They have a lot of health. Hang on a sec. Okay, let's be smarter about this. This door came in clutch. Maybe I can grab some of this stuff. Oh crap. I forgot spiders can get through that gap. No, that's bad. Oh, that's very bad. Oh my lord. What am I doing? This is not how you play this game. I'm better than this, I swear. It's just constant bad decisions. How am I going to get around that now? Because before I just jump back in there, I've blocked off that area, so I can't get back to it. And I don't have any tools. I just gotta go for it. Oh, I just can't believe I did that. Completely ruined myself. All right, if I can get rid of this guy, I should be okay. This is do or die time. I'm doing almost no damage. Has he got armor or something? He does. Oh, finally, okay. From here, I can at least craft a... Okay. Did I just set fire to my base? It sounds like it. Oh my lord, okay. I think there's a very important lesson to be learned here. Right. Okay. Oh my God, no. Why? All right. I'm going to go away and tidy up this mess. And I think we got what we actually were trying to do. I think we managed to get 4 rotten flesh, which means we can cook it and turn it into leather. I just can't. So I died a total of 10 times during that. I don't even know what to call it. Let's clear all those. I've tidied up. It's like it never happened. I'm also now wearing some armor because I've learnt my lesson. Anyway, after clearing up all the items, did manage to find that I'd collected 8 rotten flesh. So that is going to achieve what we wanted to do. I do actually want to run through that thing again with a bit more preparation and not setting it up in the middle of my base. I'll build a special area for it, but I do actually want to defeat that because it looks like you get some good stuff out of it. So lesson learned, don't do what I just did. I make mistakes, so you don't have to. All right, rotten flesh into leather. You can cure it into leather in a campfire. We'll get some dollary-doos, and we're going to get a random reward. Oh, an enchanted book. What kind of enchanted book? Boon of the Earth 5. Ores may be found when mining stone. That's interesting. Does that work on something like an iron hammer? Okay, we'll find out. Let's store that way. But first things first, we've got to cook this leather. Oh, that's not going to take too long at all. That was a learning experience. Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to talk about it anymore. So we needed an amethyst. Do those leathers. There we go. Amethyst resonance charm. And the iron stick. And now we'll travel to the world engine. How does this work? So I think we just put it into here. So put those 2 objects in there. Oh, there we go. And now we have an echo encoder. Sneak and right-click a villager to encode it into a worker token. I'm so glad I grabbed him as it kicked off. He would have been zombified for sure, and I had to have got another one. He's now unemployed though, so I think he was too far away from his work block, but doesn't matter. So I've got this echo encoder and a shift right-click. Oh, okay. It's turned him into a worker token. Unearth a level +1. Oh, that's good. And then some kind of a reward. What could this be? Wow, loud. Blaze gold chestplate. What's that? Protection 5, unbreaking 10. Oh, okay. That would have been useful a bit earlier. Oh, check out my 6-pack. So now I've got a worker token. What's next? Ah, gear quest. We need to go back to Echo. Complete quest. With these tokens, we're now able to reboot the archives of the 3 additional echoes. Each echo can be found in the lobby above. Quartermaster, Machinist, and Magician. Complete the Quartermaster and at least 1 Echo's world engine upgrade. So what's that done to our quest log? Unlocks tier chapter 1. Aha, here we go. Tier 1, Foundation. All right, let's go find them. So I think I saw one of them was around here. Machinist. All right, let's try this one first. How you doing? Who are you? What have you got? Ooh, entropy manipulator. The entropy manipulator should have enough energy to convert stone into lava. Okay. And then I've got to craft a train casing. It's only got a few charges in it, but that's pretty cool. What kind of stuff have we got in the shop? Train tracks, hand cranks, schematic cannons, blue drills. Create and sort of industrial or early industrial items. Here we go, Magician. Ooh, okay, nice. Hello. Oh, what? No welcome gift? Instead, you've got a task for me. Okay, craft archwood planks. And we'll get some archwood somehow. Let's see what the shop. Fertilizer, common ink, and a brewing stand. All right, cool. Onwards to the quartermaster. Who is the quartermaster? Where would the quartermaster be? This way, maybe? Ah, there we go. Archive of the quartermaster. Hello. Blah, blah, blah. Machine blocks. Craft a metallurgic infuser and a dielectric casing. That is mechanism, I think. What have we got in here? Pet rock, copper tier upgrade, worms. Oh, storage controller. That's nice. Cool. Compacting drawers, some of these things. That's actually really useful. I'll have to come back and grab those so we can set up our initial storage system. We've met everyone we need to. We can probably click some of these quests. What did I get? Lockpick. Can be used on a locked chest. Ahaha. Okay. That could be useful when we find some chests or something like that later on. Machinist. Just get some money. And Magician. Arcane Grove Locator. I think if I do this. Yep. Okay. We can warp directly to these guys if we're in the lobby world. So if I need to go to the Machinist, I can just do that. Very handy. Whoa, now we're actually at a bit of a crossroads because we can go in a few different directions. Still a little bit off to the side here that we probably need to do. Let's do this first, and then we can decide which of the trees we're going to go down. Putting villagers to work. Worker token, you can code villagers with a specific job. Get to work for you in the unearther. It's a 3x3x3 block that allows you to automate block brushing. Okay, so does that mean I need to have the right villager? The token I have is unemployed. So that's not very useful, is it? All right, so an unearther. Polished deep slate, some tinted glass. And then the unearther itself, when it's running, with certain worker tokens and a certain kind of brush and a certain type of input, you get different things. It seems like there's some sort of a leveling system as well, because you get different drops from the looks of it. I don't know. I guess we'll figure that out. An archaeologist working on sand gives us clay and copper. So that's how we can get some copper. We need a geologist to work on gravel. Okay, so we need to make a geologist or an archaeologist, or actually both. So we need a few of these guys. And then we also need to build that unearther. I also had a look at this part of the quest tree here. It talks about villager breeding. So it turns out using the world engine, you can duplicate the worker tokens. So I might do that before we start using this new token. First, we're going to need some food. What I did was I actually expanded the base a little bit and created a little farm. Discovered quite a nifty little trick here, which is obviously if you sneak, then it grows the crops. But once it's actually grown them all, if you hit the Ultimine key and then right click, it harvests the entire thing. So you can just repeatedly shift and then clear it and then shift, clear it. So I've managed to get this together. Now, what are we going to feed them? Ah, okay. Does that mean it has to be bread? Or baked potatoes? Okay, that's pretty specific. I could bake some potatoes and then make some bread, I guess. I'm glad I found that out before I went. I'm going to need a lot more wheat. I'll gather those resources and then we'll go duplicate some workers. So this unearther is actually pretty simple. So it should just be that. I'll make 2 to start with. So we get that and we get some opaque item pipes. Right click to toggle extraction, only extracts from the first non-empty slot. Okay. So right in here is where I wanted to put the unearthers. I think it's a 3x3 block. I was thinking of putting them down this wall here. So we'll go there. That looks perfect. And then I guess the next one could go there. We're going to need some inputs and outputs. We're going to need a brush and place that into there. I need an input chest or 2, an output chest. I wonder if I could use a functional storage drawer. That would be pretty cool. If I had a functional storage here and had the 2 going into it and then linked it to like a wall over here, that'd be pretty cool. Let's focus on what we're doing at the moment. Got the potatoes. All right, should have enough now to make, I think, 4 extras. So I think we can just put the token in there with some food. So let's do that. All right, so that worked. So let's add another one. In fact, I can just put the food in there like that, can't I? What happens if I did this? Oh, okay. It's actually doing 2 at once. So I should get 6 in total. Nice. So there's 2 different types of villager that we can work with, the geologist and an archaeologist. They produce different outputs. These are the 2 options we have. These are the work blocks. So if we build a decorated pot or a salvaging table, we'll get an archaeologist or a geologist. So how do we make a decorated pot? Easy. How to make a salvaging table? Copper. Okay, a bit harder. Let's make the archaeologist first. So I just need to go somewhere out of the way where there's no other workstations and place the villager. So let's do that. And yep, there we go. And right click. And now I have an archaeologist. Excellent. We should be able to pop him into his new home. How you doing, guy? And now we need some gravel, I guess. But what we want to do is we want it to be piped in so we don't have to keep feeding it ourselves. So let's make a chest and use some of those new pipes. And then apparently food will make them work faster. So I'm going to have to automate the food production as well at some point. Grab one of these pipes. Okay, that disconnects. And then I can right click on, nice and simple. And if I put gravel in like that. Is he working though? Things, I guess it needs food. I wonder if I can put a chest up there and it will actually connect and also extract. I'm hoping maybe they can eat carrots because I have a load of carrots. Let's do those. Because if it's just going to be bread, that's going to be very annoying. Let's see if this works. Okay, and right click. Nice. If I put the carrots in there. Oh, wait, the archaeologist doesn't work with gravel, does he? Well, I think he works with sand and dust. Oh, there we go. Now he's working. And he's got a copper chunk. It would be nice to do the functional storage. Let's do that. So I noticed it was actually, who was it? The quartermaster had one in the shop. And now I should be able to go straight to the quartermaster. Go to the shop. Yep, there we go. 40. I have 170, so easily done. Storage controller. Nice and easy. Might as well spend the coins if you've got them. The reason why I bought the storage controller is because I looked up the recipe for it, and it requires diamonds and steel plates, so it's a little bit beyond what I have at the moment. We're also going to need some drawers. So drawers are pretty simple. They are just chests surrounded by wood. And I've just remembered we also need to make a linking tool. I hope that doesn't require a diamond. Of course it does. I've got everything else, just not the diamond. Where can I get a diamond from? I'm sure the unearthers can do it, but what level do you need to be? Level 3 has a 10% on gravel. I think I'm level 3 now. I am level 3. Okay, so that means I should be able to get a diamond if I brush some gravel. All I need is one diamond. Let's give this a go. Fingers crossed. Oh, a few diamonds. Cool. Got just enough to make it. So I've placed this here and then use the item pipe. Yes, it connects. All right, I'll just preemptively do that as well. Then what I can do is tell this end to extract. It will pull it into the storage controller. Then use the linking tool to link that storage controller to these. It will start filling them in. It's done something weird there. Pop that in there. Cool. So that is working. Oh, he's level 2 already. And that brush is also running already on half. Oh, he's run out of sand. Okay. Cool. Well, next step is I need to automate some sand into there. What I will do long term is actually create a bunch of these unearthers as I have here and have one for each resource. So this guy, for example, will be dedicated to sand, and then I'll have one doing dust and then gravel, and then we'll populate them on the wall here. Well, I think that's a good place to leave this episode. Oh my lord, what a debacle that was. I can't believe how wrong things went there. The important thing is we managed to salvage the base. I always say you're allowed to make mistakes as long as you learn from them, and yeah, definitely going to learn from that one. But that said, we did manage to get one of the unearthers set up. I'll go away and probably set up the other 3 so that we'll have all the resources that we need going forward, and then we can start exploring those new quest trees we unlocked. But we'll tackle that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Join the Discord, link in the description, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.